Hey everyone that's watching this video, I thought I'd just do a bit of a guide on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm rank 63, so I've unlocked most of the weapons. So first of all, we'll start with the primary weapons. The first gun on the assault rifle list is the M4, which makes a reappearance from Modern Warfare 1 or Call of Duty 4. It looks a little bit different from the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 version. It's basically the same gun, but it's a little bit less damaging, I think, than the old one. This gun overall in Modern Warfare 2 it's not very high on damage, but all round it's a pretty good gun. It's got fairly high accuracy, and it's got fairly high other stats. It's just quite low on damage, so you're going to want to use stopping power if you're going to be using this. And of course you've got all the attachments. I'll just go, well, the assault rifle is the only gun other than the sniper rifle which can have a heartbeat sensor. We'll go into that in a bit later. Of course you've got the grenade launcher, which a lot of noobs have been using online lately. You've got the red dot sight, which makes a reappearance again, obviously. Silencer, so you can't be seen on the map. This decreases range. Also, it kind of decreases accuracy. It doesn't tell you this, but it does. We've got the ACOG scope, which is actually, it's got a bit better this time round. But I think the ACOG scope in the old game was quite bad. But now it's more like a sniper scope. But it's useful for using an assault rifle as a sniper rifle, I suppose. FMJ FMJ is basically deep impact, except it makes a reappearance as a attachment to your weapon now. So it does a little bit more damage as well. So it's like a mini version of stopping power, and you have the deep impact on. Shotgun, I've literally never seen anyone use the shotgun on their weapon before. Most people haven't even unlocked it, unless you unlock it by doing the grenade launcher challenge to get 20 kills with the grenade launcher. It basically puts a shotgun attachment very similar to the grenade launcher just at the bottom of your weapon, and you can use it via the directional pad, and it's got about 20 bullets, I think. I'm not sure about that. The holographic sight is similar to the red dot sight, but it's maybe slightly better range. I'm not sure about that. It's slightly different. It's basically the same as red dot sight though. The heartbeat sensor is UAV, like a personal UAV. It lets you see enemies on a little radar screen attached to your gun. If the enemy has the ninja perk on, however, you won't be able to see them. Thermal is basically a sniper scope, but you can see enemies. They like glow in white, and you can see the great tactic to use with this is if you have a smoke grenade, you can throw a smoke grenade at the enemy and then just use your thermal, and you can shoot right through the smoke and they won't be able to see you. But it's kind of cheap, I suppose, but I wouldn't advise using it on an assault rifle. It's kind of strange. I'd use it on a sniper rifle. Anyway, the extended mags, like they do in World of War, they actually give you more ammo per clip. They don't give you more ammo overall. Some people think that it does that, but it's just, I think the M4 starts with 30 bullets, and I think it increases to about 40 with this. So, right, I'm not going to go through the attachment on every weapon because all the assault rifle attachments are the same. So we got the FAMAS. The FAMAS is very similar to the M16 from the old game, except we do have the M16 as well, but I'll go through that in a minute. The FAMAS is extremely accurate. It says it's low on damage, but it's not that bad on damage, I find. So it's a great gun overall, but only if you can use it, because it's 3-round burst, and if you miss, then you're screwed pretty much. Great gun, very accurate gun. The SCAR is a great gun overall. I think it's probably the best assault rifle in the game. It's got great accuracy, pretty good damage, one of the best damage out of the assault rifles. and the fire rate. The two main setbacks of this gun are the fire rate and the clip size. It starts with 20 bullets, and it fires. It probably fires the slowest out of all the assault rifles, which is a shame, but it's a great gun overall. Right, the TAR is a gun I haven't really used much. It's very inaccurate, but it has high damage and it shoots fairly fast. The one thing about this gun is that the red dot sight for it is actually different compared to all the assault rifles. It's kind of strange, but it's kind of like a circular one instead of like an oval. The FAL is very similar to the M14 of the old Call of Duty. It shoots one bullet per trigger. It's very accurate, got high damage. Obviously it doesn't fire very fast, but it's only really good in medium to long range. Short range, you're really going to struggle with this gun, so I wouldn't recommend it on close range maps. The M16 obviously making a reappearance again. I find that the M16 is actually worse than the FAMAS. They're both free burst weapons, and the M16 I think is it's a lot more damage, which you can't really tell in the game. I mean, it says that it's about double the damage compared to the FAMAS, but it really isn't. I mean, it's, I'd use the FAMAS over this gun personally, but it makes a reappearance, and it's basically the same gun as in Call of Duty 4. The ACR is actually one of my favourite guns. It's basically an improved version of the M4. It's extremely accurate. I think it's the most accurate assault rifle in the game. I'm not sure about that. It has quite low damage though, so you're going to want to use stopping power. Same with the M4. It's basically the same as the M4 except more accurate, which is great. The F2000 is a gun I actually hate. I think it's pretty awful. It's very inaccurate, does really low damage, and it's basically like a submachine gun, but they put it in the assault rifle. It is, in real life, it is an assault rifle, but they put it, it's very similar to a submachine gun, and I just hate it, so I'm not going to go into that one. The AK-47 I heard is pretty good, but I haven't unlocked it yet, so I can't really give my opinion on that one yet. So the MP5K, I don't like this gun. I think it's quite inaccurate. It's not bad, it's not the worst submachine gun. It's the first one you unlock along with the UMP, the UMP. It's okay. It's good in close quarters, but anything over medium range, it's awful. So we'll go on to the UMP. The UMP is probably my favourite machine gun. It's the most accurate machine gun. It doesn't fire very fast, but it's good for medium range as well. Then, so if you're playing like a close to medium range map, your UMP is the best bet because it's got pretty high damage as well. The Vector is very similar to the P90 actually, which we'll go on to in a sec. It fires extremely fast. It's fairly accurate, but it's got low damage. It's good with, I suppose, you could use akimbo on these and just go nuts, but I wouldn't recommend the Vector. The P90 is probably the best machine gun for close range combat. It's got a fairly high accuracy and damage, a really good fire rate, it's a really good clip size as well, so P90 is the best bet for machine guns. The Uzi is a strange gun because you unlock it last, so you think it's going to be really good. It's okay, it's better than in Modern Warfare 1, but still it's not that great.